So much to discuss here with the Jacky situation. I wanted to address some things. If you missed the video, the case study on Miss Jacky, you definitely have to check it out. I'll leave the link below for that. But you have a lot of ridiculous things being said, and it seems like the sisterhood, the feminists, not all women, just the ones who identify with them, they seem to be going around trying to plant the seed that women's insecurities and desire to get plastic surgery didn't come from women. Like this one here. Stitch says, ladies, y'all gotta love yourselves more. Stop letting these childish men make you feel less, or Instagram perfection make you feel like you aren't beautiful. This right here is the biggest lie women have been telling each other for years. It's so sad that some of these women, they've been following these other misandrists for so long that they actually started believing what they tell themselves. It's not men on social media, it's women, hands down. This goes back before social media was even a thing, but social media magnified the problem. When women buy things like Louis Vuitton bags, now they're buying all kinds of brands. They'll lie and say they're impressing men, when in reality, they do that for other women, trying to show they have more money than them or more status. When they buy red bottoms or $500, $1,500 shoes, who are they impressing? Other women. Men could care less about your shoes. When they buy $1,000 wigs and Brazilian weaves, when they put any type of hair on their head that's not theirs, I don't care the price or texture. Who are they trying to impress? Other women. Because men told y'all for the longest, they don't even want y'all wearing wigs and weaves. Y'all do all that copying and competing with other women. That's why most of the women today look just alike. Why do women get those long claw nails? Spending $100, $200 with nail techs. Men told you they don't like those long fake nails. So how is it men pressuring that? Then those long eyelashes y'all wear. Men tell you over and over they can't stand them, but y'all get them anyway. Who's pressuring that? JJ Music Lover says, saying men don't put pressure on women is just not true, LMAO. I agree women can be just as bad, but men absolutely do put the majority of pressure on women to look away they find desirable. If men put pressure on women to be away or look away that's desirable, these modern women surely aren't listening. Men say they don't want weave, eyelashes, claw nails, the pounds of makeup, all those techniques y'all stole from the LGBT. Let's talk about it. What year did it become acceptable for women, and not just women, but y'all pass this on down to girls too in high school and middle school? What year did it become acceptable for women and girls to dress and drag every day? And then the crazy thing is, y'all get mad and say the trans are trying to be like you, when truthfully, now you're copying them. I should easily be able to tell the difference. And sometimes it's hard when y'all have all that stuff on. Men didn't tell y'all to look like that. That's not what they desire. That's what you desire. Men said they want your real hair. Doesn't matter if you have that old short knee long. They want to touch your head and feel your scalp. They don't want all that makeup. They told y'all this over and over again. You don't listen to that. Since when did these feminists start caring about what men desire? Cut it out. Oh yeah, they've been telling you forever they don't want a woman with an attitude. They want a submissive woman, a woman that's going to cooperate, a woman that's not going to nag them and get on their nerves, a woman that's not going to give them more drama and pressure outside of what he already has to deal with as a man. He said he desired that too for years, but y'all don't listen to those desires, do you? You only listen to these so-called desires that you have yourself. So how is that men pressuring you to do anything? Groups of men are not encouraging women to have surgery. That's just not true. It's women doing that. In fact, there are groups of men telling women to stop having surgery and just focus on their diet and going to the gym. There are groups of men saying you don't have to get on the surgery table to look better. And then Nicole said most times the pressure to look good all the time comes from men. I experienced this many times. Many blessings to her precious spirit. Nicole, what man pressured you to have surgery? Y'all really have to stop this. No, the pressure to get surgery comes from other women getting surgery. Y'all see what they look like and y'all want to copy them and look like them. It comes from women who want to get attention. That's not pressure from men. That's the pressure of your own ego and your own desire to be lusted after by men, which is playing with the devil itself. Why do you modern women have the sick desire of wanting strange men in the thousands and millions to lust after you? Just like with Aisha Curry, almost ruined her whole marriage, sitting at that stupid red table with that wicked witch Jada Pinkett, expressing her desire for other men to look at her. Men other than her husband to lust after her so she can feel good about herself? I'm talking about a woman who already won in life. Her husband finds her attractive. She's got a superstar, disciplined husband who provides for her and their children. A decent man. They're healthy, their children are healthy, and she's out here talking about wanting to be lusted after by other men. Men who aren't half the man that she's already got. See, a lot of y'all just like to sabotage yourselves because you have issues. You need therapy. You will spend hundreds of dollars to get your hair done, hundreds of dollars on these girls' trips, but you won't pay a therapist. And some of y'all need a psychiatrist. The crazy thing is a lot of you have insurance, but you don't even want to pay the copay. That right there tells you everything. Shout out to Nadira in the comments. I think we had a healthy dialogue. She said, man, this is sad. They are these wealthy black men preferences, yet they are still insecure. I responded, it's really sad because the people who envy the so-called preference share the same insecurities as the so-called preference. When there's nothing to be jealous of, both groups are simply women and share the same issues. Maybe they could help each other somehow by being honest and vulnerable, then lives could be saved, possibly. Nadira responded, yeah, a lot of good can come about if we were more vulnerable with one another and admit we all have flaws and insecurities and it's normal. Again, shout out to Nadira. We've seen time and time again that a lot of pretty people have the lowest self-esteem. Some of them don't see themselves the way other people see them. And some people may say, well, Jacky O was beautiful. Why this and why that? It's because for women, there's not a direct correlation between attractiveness levels and self-esteem. You can physically have little to no flaws, but still have these issues. It's because of your mind. It's psychological. And I wish black women would stop with the preference talk. Every time I hear it, it's so embarrassing. You are lowering your own self-value when jealousy and envy is oozing out of you, all because of another woman's complexion. Jacky O couldn't help the color of her skin that she was born with. She had nothing to do with that. She was born, and that's the color that she was assigned. And that's another thing. I don't know how y'all have a sisterhood when y'all are jealous of other women that's lighter than you. Like, get over that. Who cares about how light she is? Who cares if men are attracted to her? Men are also attracted to women darker than her too. But we got to go back to the whole attention drug. Y'all want every man to lust after you so bad that you want to command the attention of every man. So if she's got 1,000 men who like her and you have 500 men who like you, you start getting angry because you want the attention of those extra 500 men. Get over yourself, Jezebel. You only need one man anyway. Why do you need the attention of 500 or 1,000? Women are also supposed to be modest. All this stuff you see on social media, that's not your purpose. Social media and this pressure that you're putting on yourself is killing you. I really can't stand when y'all get together showing your jealousy of lighter women. You make people believe that black women really believe this, or they should have something to be jealous of when we don't. Again, get therapy and stop harping on the color of other people's skin, making people think that you wish that you were like them. Get help. Then you had some flamingos upset over my Mary J. Blige comment. I said Jacky O had a positive circle of friends. She was cool with a lot of different women, and they weren't sitting around like waiting to exhale or listening to Mary J. Blige all day. Listen, the miserable misandrists who got upset with that comment claimed it was disrespectful towards Mary J. when they know exactly what I'm talking about. They're so disingenuous. I was talking about them. Let's face it, you have a group of black women, and it's a very large group. At this point, I would say a majority of black women. They cling to these female artists with all these traumatic experiences who put that into their music. Then other women and girls pick up the same music. Some of them don't even have the same experiences, but they start bonding with each other over other people's trauma. It's very crazy. They've normalized this, and hands down, it's causing depression or exasperating it. Stop trauma bonding with these people and worshiping these folks who already sold their souls to the devil. I'm telling you, y'all will follow these celebrities straight to hell. Go get real therapy. Stop acting like listening to a bunch of sad misandrous music is supposed to heal you. You are not being healed. You are further weakening yourself. And that's one thing about black women for years. Whatever deep-rooted issues you have, you are not going to listen to Summer Walker or Mary J. or a bunch of miserable podcasts thinking that problem is going to go away. Get help from a professional. Just like you can pay for all this other stuff, you can pay for a therapist. And let me get to one more comment before we get out of here. Bittersweet says, I feel that it is pressure from men and women to look like a superstar all the time. I have to keep it real. Successful men are so-called high-value men. I do not see them with big women, and I do not see them with dark-skinned women. In order to date these type of men, you have to look a certain way. Light-skinned women or mixed-race women have a lot of pressure to keep up their beauty. Just as much as women can be a problem and put pressure on you about your looks, successful men are very much a big problem when it concerns a woman's look. She says successful men don't want big women. Okay, you don't have to have surgery for that. So how is that pressuring surgery? It's called a caloric deficit in the gym. But what I really want to say is that successful men, I'm assuming that she's talking about the millionaires. Well, they only make up 1%. So you mean to tell me that you feel pressure to have BBLs and these surgeries because you want a millionaire and you think millionaire men want light-skinned women? Now, y'all not gonna like this, but I gotta tell the truth. All men who are actual men and not soft betas letting you control them, including the 1%, they all want feminine women. And femininity isn't a color or a voice or an outfit. It's not your makeup and plastic surgery. It's your attitude. Repeat after me. Attitude. Most of y'all complaining like this are combative, rebellious, controlling. You're not submissive. You won't cooperate. You are annoying to men. None of them want to be around you longer than 30 minutes to an hour. And that's just long enough to convince you to have relations with them. And then after that, they're done with you because you have no other value as a woman to them. Just relations. That's a you problem and surgery can't fix that. It doesn't even matter how good you look. What's keeping you away from a decent man is not a BBL or 20 pounds of makeup. It's you and all the stuff inside of you that you refuse to fix. If you missed the Jacky case study, click the link below. You have to check it out. Very sad story, but definitely eye-opening. Ladies, if you keep blaming men for every issue that you have and you don't look inside yourself, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're not hurting him or anybody else. You are hurting you. Special thank you to our brother Edmund, always showing support. I appreciate you, Edmund. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.